again. Hey, we're about. How's it going, everybody out there? Hope you're having a great Saturday. Hey, we're about. How's it going, everybody out there? I think I'm getting a little bit of echo. Hope you have a great Saturday, and I hope that you're ready to check out some of this level editing that I'm doing for the game Soul 3000. So this is Heavenlyform, and my name is Nick, and we're about to jump in here and do some work in 3D code. We're gonna do a retopologize of a hallway and add it into the game level, hopefully all in one. So maybe we might just go straight to like making two hallways retopologized. So when you're retopologizing artwork for a game, you're making a mesh, game ready mesh that's low poly enough so that it doesn't put a strain on your computer system when you're playing the game. So we're about to jump in here. We don't have to wait for the countdown. I'm just doing a little bit of an introduction. So this is us here. Primary task here is retopologizing, and we might get into some other art shenanigans in 3D code or in Blender, because our main tool of choice is Blender for doing the actual game, the Blender game engine, and also we use the newest Blender 3 to create the art for it, and I use the GIMP also to create textures or to edit textures and to do different 2D work and that kind of thing. So we are on Linux here. We're trying to use all open source software except for like 3D code and stuff, but we try our best. You could technically do almost all this work in Blender, and that's great. And there's so much other free tools out there. Like I make this type of music that we're gonna hopefully be able to put in the game. I use Linux Multimedia Studio, which is a MIDI, a MIDI sequencer, where you could like arrange music. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. You don't have to wait for the countdown. Thanks for joining me this Saturday. I hope you guys are having fun. You can hit me up in the chat. So we're on YouTube, hit me up in the chat. We're also on Twitter at the same time. Not Twitter, my bad. We're also on Twitch. Hey, jump onto Twitch, look up Heavenlyform Games, or look up Soul 3000, and join us on Twitch, and hit us a chat. I find the chat module in Twitch is a little bit nicer. So yeah, let me know what you're thinking. Hit me some comments, or if you don't want to do it live here right now, you could always hit us up at info at heavenlyform.com and send us an email, or check out the game itself. We have a development version, an early access version on Steam and on itch.io, so you could check it out. And once we are finishing the levels that you're seeing here in the video, we try to put them in the development, the early access version on those platforms. And hopefully, once we're finished with everything, we could actually, allow you guys to buy the game, with, a lot of nice story and content. But anyways, without further ado, let's just jump right in there. Here we are. So first off, we're starting with 3D code. So let's get our 3D code on. So as I said, we're doing a retopologize. One thing I realized with 3D code and a lot of other like software like this is so much options. When you look at this, you see all this text and all these icons and everything. A lot of software now allow you to make specialized menus just for yourself. So, for your own self with a specialized menu, you could put all the tools you commonly use. So 3D code allows you to do that to some degree. And there may be another better way, but this is the way I know for now. And yeah, let's just jump right in, right? So I'm just gonna pick out the tools that I like to use to retopologize, so this goes really quickly, right? So let's just jump right in there. So I'm gonna go edit in 3D code and customize UI. Now 3D code is a really good alternative to ZBrush. Everybody sees, people create all these, pretty cool artwork characters and environments in ZBrush. You could also do this in 3D Coat is very flexible. It's voxel based and it's surface based like ZBrush, so you could take your pick. There's different advantages of both. I always like to jump into voxels because that's the main strength of 3D Coat, and I like to use the retopologizing tools. So voxels is really nice and quick for bullioning and doing different hard surface things like this. And also you could do really rough, and you could do pretty detailed too, voxel based like organic sculpting. And in 3D Coat you can turn to a surface and get even more in there. So anyways, without further ado, let's edit this. So we're in customizing mode. So I need add geometry, I need to select geometry, move is nice. Normally you can make your own tool panel, so let's see if we could do this. Would it allow me to make my own tool panel or my own category? I think it's called category. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. I could rename it. I know somewhere in here you could possibly. Nope, we don't want to delete. All right, let's just organize this in a way that let's organize this rather than getting rid of stuff. So I like the quads. I like the select. Actually, in my thinking, select should be to the tip top, so you can select your different things. You can add, right? And then you have your transform, right? Then you have all these other things like part, knife, I think like extrude faces is important. I'm gonna put that right below quad making. Okay, so quad making extrude. There's like a smart extrude. I'm not sure about all that. Let's check out the tweak menu. Yep, the delete polygons is nice. Let's see, collapse. Let's go delete polygons. I have points of polygons here. Let's pull delete polygons a little bit higher up. Squads, extrude faces. Delete polygons. Collapse. All these things are great, but I'm just gonna try my best to keep it simple as possible. I'm only doing UVs right now in here. Overall commands are kind of cool. So yeah, like delete mesh is always nice. Unwrap, select, clear selection. I think that's important also. Let's put it up in here. Right on the select. Okay, so select, clear selection. Okay, so we just organized this. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop UV customization, and I think it saves it automatically. I'm just gonna save my file over. Okay, so let's just jump right in here and start doing the topologizing. So what I did, I made a mirror, so it mirrors whatever I do on the other side. You could always do this later. You don't have to do this right now. Okay, so that's enough talking. You guys hit me up in chat. All right, let's go. This is pretty cool quads. Now there's automatic tools to do this in 3D Coat, but I like to go manual. It feels a lot more artistic. Kind of like playing a video game, it's having fun. Let's rotate. So select tool. Yeah, add and split allows it to move. Yep. This could be a lot more subdivided, so you know you can use an add split. If you notice, I didn't do this directly in the middle, so I'm just gonna shove that around. Let's take a look. That's fine for now. Let's move on. See, this has extrude faces. Let's see, what are the extrude? Pseudo, normal, smart, free, edge. Yeah, so let's see tweak. Did I have any other extrude? Smart extrude. I think you should be able. Let's go into select here and let's select edges. If you have the edge select, will it allow us to extrude the edge? Not really. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, this is another good one right here too. The snap right here. It snaps everything. Alright, let's continue. Let's not waste time. I was playing around. And yeah, you could do all this automatically in 3D Code also. They have different tools where you could guide 3D Code into telling it how to 3D topologize this. But I just felt like I want to have more control, and I need to learn those tools a little bit better. So okay. That's interesting. I was just looking at some stuff here. Knife. Let's see what this does. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, let's see what the add. Let's see the difference. I'm just testing out these different tools. Okay, so this one automatically gives you that snap. So I like this one. Yeah, this automatically, but that just subdivides. It does nothing else. Okay, which is cool if you just want to cut without things snapping to things. Okay, make this smaller. Okay. If you notice it's kind of uneven for now, I'll just go and eyeball it and just make it even as possible. For now, we're just having fun, right, guys? Okay, let's rotate here. Zoom in and let's straighten this out a bit. Okay. Yeah, that's looking pretty decent. I mean, it could be subdivided a little bit more, but I think that's fine for now. You know, we're trying to keep everything relatively low. We could add, you know, detail. We could always do that later. All right, that's a little straighter. You know, these could be a little bit straighter. If the symmetry plane is bothering you, I think you could like tell it to don't show the symmetry plane. That's what I just did. Sometimes I like it on to know that it's there, but you don't need to have it on right now. Okay, that's fine for now. You know, we don't have to go overboard with getting these looking all straight and parallel and everything. You know, we can always do all that later. You know, you can make like a profile and then just extrude that thing. You know, so there's so many different ways you could do it and then have it snap. And let's just do it this way for now. Let's just do that. Okay, I think that's nice. Okay, let's try this. Continue laying down some polygons. Let's make sure save. Okay, quads. Okay, see right here, I'm just gonna span this. I'm not actually gonna try to create all those little divots. That's gonna show up as a texture. Let's just do this to denote where the light is. And this is where our symmetry is gonna meet. Okay. Now let's go into select and let's see if we could straighten some things up. Now notice there was a select path, so let's try that. Okay, nice. Enter and the path is selected. And I'm just going to scale this. something along the Z just to get it, a little bit straight. Let's slide it. Okay, so that seems fine. Let's do the other one. Let's go back into select path. Okay, did all of it. Actually, because this is selected, so let's this is where the clear selection works. Let's hit enter. Oh, actually, we don't want to select this guy here. So point select, so we could deselect this guy. Huh, really? Oh, it's clear selection, let's do the select path. Alright guys, we'll get it. Yeah, there you go. Okie dokes. I'm just gonna bring him away from the edge so there's, no like crazy distortion by the edge. That's fine. We lose a little tiny sliver of the model, but we'll get it back. And let's continue. It says save. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Hey guys, I think we have something here. Okay, let's try to select these edges again and straighten them out. So that path select is pretty sweet. I like it. That should go right up with the select. But let's just leave it there for now. Yep. Okay. Let's do a. Oops, my bad. Just confirm that selection. Now, see if you just want scale. Let's do all. Okay. Let's move it a little bit. Just a smidgen. Okay, let's get the other side. Play selection. Path. Select path. I love that thing. Escape. Boom. Let's see what we got, guys. I'm just taking a look right here. That looks pretty tight. Could be some overlap. Just pull it away from the edge right there a little bit. Okay. Alrighty, so we got something here happening. So this is one part of the hole finished. Let's just save this. And the other part of the hole is like this, so let's see what we could do with that. So this whole thing is selected. Can we duplicate this? Let's see. I mean, technically this whole thing could be like mirrored and that kind of thing, so yeah, let's okay, what I really need is like an extrude edge, so I could extrude just certain aspects of the mesh. So let's see what we could do with that. I'll put myself on the spot. You know, I'm still kind of like trying to like get the hang of 3D code. So let's see if we could extrude like an edge or a couple edges. I don't know if that's possible in 3D code. I think it should be. This is clearly says extrude face. This is smart extrude. Oh, that's what we need, guys. Smart extrude. Sweet. So why use extrude faces when you could just you know, use a smart extrude? So let's just go into the edit, customize UI here, and let's put that to the tippy top. Sweet, and you could do all sorts of extrudes on here. Okay, let's turn off the customize. Okay, so let's do this. This is how you learn, right? I'm gonna smart extrude my way up to where things change. I think you could grab this guy. Oh yeah, that gets rid of that guy. So let's pick where we're gonna smart extrude this thing. Yeah, let's deselect all. Let's say from here, all this is the same. So, oh, let's clear selection. Let's escape that. So let's say from there to here. Yeah, enter. Alright, so that's, we want to extrude that, then we want from here to here, enter. Yeah, that's what we want to extrude. So we're going to go along with our little smart extrude guy here. Oh, or free extrude rather. Oh. Or was it a smart extrude? Oh, here we go. Oh, let's undo that. Go free extrude. That's it taking the whole thing. Hold on here. Okay, something's wrong here. Let's go back. We have the smart extrude. But what we actually need is oh, it's doing some kind of weird thing there. Oh, there's like some extra polygon stuff happening there. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. Okay. We got the edge select. Why is this not? Hold on here. You see, snap pivot, commit extrude, free. Yeah, that's really weird. I remember being able to restrict it in one access. Smart extrude. End up okay, yeah, we end up deselecting. Something happened there. I think I had it. Let me try to figure this out. So if I select this and this. Okay, so we know it extrudes like that. Let's move this to make sure it's not doubled up edges. Yeah, that's what's happening. My edges are being doubled up. Let's check this one. Okay, it's not anymore. So say if like we select these two, and then I want to extrude. Smart extrude, and it has free extrude. Ooh, why? Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't know why that's operating like that. Oh, okay, I see. So you click and then move it. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so say like I have this and this. Select it. Yeah, we hit the free extrude and then, okay, there we go. So you have to actually click on the free extrude, it'll do it, and then you move it. Okay, I see what's going on. Yep. Yep. I'm just checking my edges to make sure there's no doubled up. Okay. So the procedure is you make a selection. Alright, however you make a selection, it doesn't matter. You click on free extrude, it already happened, and then you move. Okay. My bad. Okay, so we know what we're doing now, guys. Let's go back into you see, so when you click on it, click on these things, they're making the extrudes. Okay, so that's cool. Let's just move these, make sure there's no, okay, so it's fine. Let's go back and select everything, plus selection, and we'll get this going, rocking and rolling. So yeah, it's a lot easier than I thought. I was overthinking it. Okay, let's get back into there. Okay, so there's some kind of weird thing going on there, so I'm just gonna hide the model here. I'm gonna check out there's some weird vertice action going on there. Remove. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Select path. Okay, so my select path is here. Let's put the model back on. Okay, enter. So that's fine. Escape. Shift. Okay. Enter. Okay, so these are selected, right? So I'm gonna click on my free extrude. It already did it. Oops, wrong thing. Yep, see, right there. And that's okay that it's doing something stupid. You know, because we could always fix that right there. I don't know why it's doing that, but we could figure that out some other time. Say that extrude again. Extrude. There we go. Okay, so let's just clean up this little hazard, this little mess right here. And then unclear all the selections, go back to my select mode. Yes, click. Let's delete these and just fix them. Easiest way to fix them is using my quads. You can always line these up later. Let's just rotate so we can see it a little bit better. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so we can always go and select all these rows and just like really straighten them up. So let's do that real quick. Of course, with our new friend, the select path. You know, we could do stuff like that. So let's do it on this one. Okay, enter, escape, select, C, enter. Okay, let's see if we can straighten this guy up here. Okay, I think that's fine. You should be able to copy this set of polygons and paste them over there. So let's see if we could do that. So these are new operations I haven't done in 3D Code. I'll just basically just go and just create it. Hopefully this is not going to take a while. You just knowing what things are, right? So you have to make a copy and that kind of thing, and detach and then merge. I think maybe detach, copy, merge will work. But let's just see. Let's clear selections and let's go back into select. It has this auto select, but I don't know. Yeah, the auto select is fine. Okay, so we got us selected. I think we can make a copy of this mesh. I'm thinking there should be like a duplicate in here. You know, like duplicate as a separate object. Okay, so let's not get caught up in the weeds here. So let's see split rings. I know I can separate these. I'm just gonna look for that. Separate. So this is another one that's important. So while we're in here, let's just add it to our customized menu real quick. Let's put it under here. And let's just close that. Yeah, let's just separate this guy. Right, and now we could actually like duplicate him, right? So Duplicate, retopo, and just move him down. What is going on here? Oh, maybe I had both of them selected. Okay, here we go. Let's just select all of these things. Oh, I thought I'd duplicate. Yes, it's just doing the group. It's not doing the polygons inside, which is kind of maddening. But let's see. Maybe if you select these, maybe you have to select them. And let's just do a duplicate. Not even. It's just doing the layer. Yeah, it's a waste right there. So let's see. Add new layer. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can get this duplicated. You know, maybe if you're going to like the modeling, the modeling thing. Come on, you could do it. Oh yeah, there you go. It actually did it. Whew. Let's go. That's all I wanted. Okay, so I'm gonna select all the faces in here. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, what a mess. Come on. All this time I took, I could have just literally retopologized it. I'm just gonna do that. I have to look into that later. There's no clear path to do that. Okay, let's get back in here. I'm just gonna hide some things. I mean, I could have extruded it all the way through and then just cut it and delete things, but it's a matter of principle. I'm just joking. It's you know, hindsight is 2020. You know, as they say. Let's just take a look here. Come on, get out of my way. You know, I would encourage anybody that may watch this to check out the Bible. Um, it's pretty crazy how some people have is very strongly opinionated about things that they haven't like looked into, and you know, or they haven't looked into properly. You know, there's really good guidance in that book. You know, people of course could take any book and twist it to their own personal benefits and try to manipulate people, but or any kind of knowledge or anything like that. You know, people do it with finances, with advertisement all the time, you know. But the basic message in there is that the Lord, you know, God sent His Son to die for us, to save mankind from themselves. You know what I mean? So and from hell. You know, there is a place like that, a place of judgment. You know, a lot of people are not gonna. I mean, like, for all the bad people that didn't get punished, you know, you think that the universe is just gonna leave them like that, you know, unpunished, and they get everything that they want? No, you know, that's not the way even how nature works. So, what are you gonna think, like, you know? So, but anyways, you know, yeah, in working with this, trying to do stuff for this game, you know, I had to research, you know, some books, then like Revelations and stuff like that, you know. And there's still a lot of things I have to look into, but I would say, you know, it's definitely a necessity if you just want to be a decent person, man. And even if you don't want to be a decent person, I mean, it gives you something to think about, man. Like, you know, like mankind's origins, and it's just, you know, it's amazing. So, you know, and there's many, you know, other cool books you could check out too, but, you know, I would say if you're listening to my voice, check that out. You know, and Christ, you know, Jesus had helped me personally with some personal problems that I had, and He saved me, you know, and I just want to thank Him for that. You know, saved my soul from hell, man. And you know, it's a struggle, but you know, you gotta go with it, man. You gotta stick in there. And no matter how much you fall, get up, dust the knees off, you know, ask God to forgive you. Don't harden your heart and just keep moving on, you know, and say, hey, you know, help me out with this problem or whatever it might be, you know. Can you help me out? I need help. And when you ask your Heavenly Father, I mean, it's amazing to think that the God of the universe could be a father. I think it's the most, if there's any secret that people will try to hide from you, would be something like that, you know, because I mean that comes with so many things. That means that you can never be defeated in this life, and there's things about yourself you gotta change, and there's things about yourself you gotta change anyway. You know, when you go to a new job, you know, you just don't go with your same kind of slacker mentality, and you have to change your mentality to do the job right, you know. And some people go with the same mentality, right, and you get problems on the job place, right? So humankind needs help, and nothing that man is doing is helping. It's getting worse. You know, in the 80s they promised them, you know, in the 70s and 80s, you know, we were promised to go to space and live in space, and Star Trek and all. People are realizing all that is just, you know, made up. You know what I mean? Like, where's the Star Trek? You know, we can't even I thought we went to the moon, we're supposed to get better and not regress, you know. And it's just a bunch of stuff, man. So like, you know, rather than just listening to men's lies, you know, check the book out, man, because people might say, oh, it's written by men and it can be changed and blah, 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 but it doesn't change the fact that if you read it and you check it out, it changes your life for the better. You turn to a better person. There's very few people, I mean, there's people that read it and they use it to manipulate other people. That's not what I'm talking about. That's wicked, right? That's wicked. But you know, we're all a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. I'm not perfect by any means. That's why I need him. If you think you're perfect and you're good to go, all right. But if you need the help, this is for those out there who, you know, need mental help, who need emotional help, spiritual help, physical help in the world. If you need that help, read the Bible and get to know the Lord and start to talk with him, and he's going to help you. No strings attached, really. You know, you can even turn your back on him. You know what I mean? But I would encourage you not to, you know, and to stick with him. You know, so hey, you know, like we like to say, God is good. It's not just a saying, it's a true thing. So anyway, guys, yeah, keep moving on. Let's continue laying down some polygons here. You know, we all have flaws and we all have battles and struggles in many different ways. You know, and to think everybody is exactly the same is crazy too. You know, I mean, people are different, right? Everybody's born with a different skill. Some people could draw, some people could, you know, be technical and do like 3D. Some people have both. Some people, you know, are really good cooks. You know, make some of that yummy food. You know. You're really skilled at, you know, everybody's skilled at something cool, you know. You know, I don't believe that is by chance, I believe that is by design, you know, so. Definitely by design. Guys, all right, here we are. Let's just get this going. Just trying to find a decent angle to do this. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, we can always move that later into the right place. What it really wants to do is all this wants to be on the same plane. That's what's going on there. And we could always sort that out later. Let's do that. There we go. Don't go with the regular narrative of the entire world, you know. I mean, you could get a bazillion people to agree with you, you know, because everybody wants to do their own thing, you know. I mean, it's in your, you know, it's one of the things that you know, you have to always deal with, you know, wanting your own way, you know, that things that feel good and opposed to things that feel right. So, you know, that's kind of like what we're battling. I think that's the effects. That's the disease of sin, right? It's like a, you know, like some diseases, you know, makes you want to eat more, like, I don't know, like more fruit, or because you're deficient in certain things, or you might have a parasite and you feel like you eat dirt, or it's weird, right? So I think, you know, like sin is like a parasite like that. It wants you to, it's a moral parasite, right? So it wants you to continually do immoral things. That's why movies and even games get darker and darker and darker and darker, because it's like a moral bug. And I think there's some people out there, some powerful people that know that's it's like a disease of mankind, and I think they play on that, right? I think they say, well, well, they can't, they can't, resist this, that, and the other because they don't have the words of life, So you need something that's moral, handed down throughout the ages, that built all the good in the world, right? So, the reason why people talk about it is because it actually helped. It's not like it didn't help. And of course, people use it for bad things, right? But yeah. Yeah, and the new thing now where people, you can't like just say that and say this, of course, means like, words are win. And people only, feel weird about things that other people say when there's a certain level of truth in it. Because if you see a raving madman and he's talking about like, I don't know, like, like whatever, somebody who's not right in their mind, they might say certain things, you're gonna be like, all right, whatever, he's not right in his mind, or, he's silly, somebody who's silly, like, he's just saying silly stuff, but something that's real is gonna, it's gonna offend, or it's gonna enlighten, not everything that offends you is a bad thing, right? So, it just maybe a level of a truth in there, you don't know why in your spirit you feel like that, right? And you might be like, I don't like the way I feel, right? Just because you don't feel good about something doesn't mean it's what you're hearing is a bad thing. It just means that you're not accustomed to hearing something like that. That's all that means. So, you can either take it or leave it. So people say a lot of things, and it comes back to like, freedom of speech, being able to people to communicate different ideas about something, as long as it's not like causing somebody's death or oppressing somebody, right? Like oppressing them, and it's causing like certain levels of like harm to them physically, I think it should be okay. I mean, although life is a little more complex than that, but these are complex issues. But these are some of the things I think about when I'm modeling. I'm just talking about it a little bit. Well, you shouldn't talk about this and you shouldn't talk about that. Like, man, who is you, man? Who's you to tell somebody, to edit somebody? Because if people talk about it, I mean, it has to be a condition in the human spirit, right? I mean, if that's all you talk about, is, things that people deem to be controversial, then that's on that person who's talking that, right? They may not have, a lot of friends, not that you want a lot of friends, it's just, but, talking about interesting things or things that's going on, no topic, should be off, because this is an experience, man. We all die in the end. If we lived forever, it would have been one thing. Then you can say, okay, well, yeah, blah, 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 blah. But man, allow somebody to say what they have to say, man. Why, who are you? I mean, when did that person birth from you? They didn't, so don't edit people. If they figure that they wanna talk about a particular topic and stuff like that, and especially the person is an artist, because artists, they talk about a lot of things, right? I mean, they think about a lot of things, right? And some things you think about, you wouldn't necessarily go talk to somebody about it. You just think about it. But then some things you do, I mean, that's what makes, like, if an artist is creating art, they could create art just for themselves. But if they're creating art, like, commercially, there may be a certain, that what makes their art interesting, because of how their mind is. Now, there's some things that some people say I personally don't care for, but I'm not gonna demonize a person for it. I'm just gonna be like, hey, bro, that's vile to me, or that's not right. But the most I could do is just block my ears, or don't bother to listen to them, and say, okay, well, that's your opinion, and that's fine. We don't always have to agree to be friends. And that's the next thing. Why does people always have to agree to be good? You know, like, that's stupid. You know, when did that come out? You know, you don't always have to agree. You know, agreeing don't make things right. You know, you don't always have to agree. You know, you might be able to hang out with a person because you might say, well, yeah, I don't agree with those views, you know, blah, 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 I don't want to hang out with you, da, 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 da. So what? Okay, you know, but to think that everybody in the world is going to agree on this and agree on that, that is the most, like, archaic kind of thinking there is. You know, you don't want to be like that. You know, that's really hard, you know. It's hard on creative individuals. It's hard on making the world interesting. It's hard on keeping you free. If everybody thinks the same way, right? That's not how the world is built anyway. The world is not built in the ideals that you think. And if you try to do that, everything, you know, it might work out for like a couple of years, or it might work out for a while, you know, trying to manipulate the world into what you think it should be. It might work out for a while, but eventually in the end, it's going to come crashing down. And sometimes when it crashes, it creates a lot of like damage, man. Like, I don't want to go around damaging people, right? So like, you know, sometimes you got to realize, you know, this is how, you know, people are going to express their opinions, and it's fine. You know, nothing's wrong with that. I don't agree with it, but you know what? At least that person has an original thought, or they believe something that they, you know, that they're passionate about, or whatever it is. You know, as I said, as long as it's not like destructive in a real way, not a false way or ideological way, or like, you know, not like that, but in a real way, you know, hey, you know. And then we all have, hopefully, you know, I think each human has a certain level of common sense to know when something is just talk and fantasy, and that person just being expressive or being edgy or whatever it is, opposed to somebody who just wants to be destructive, right? So. You know, this world, nobody knows, you know, even if you were born within, like, you know, even if you're, you know, you're a kid and you're born, you know, like, everybody came here with amnesia. Nobody remembered where they came from. And some people think they were just created right then and there. But all we know is that we're here, right? And, you know, some people before us, they lay claim to certain things that we all was given free. Nobody created a plant, like, from thin air. Nobody created certain concepts that we live with, right? There's like man-made things and things that exist, you know, everybody came and met from day one, right? So the man-made things are made from the things that were already here, you know. We don't go out into like another like dimension and bring things in. So far, everything is created here. And when we create stuff, it's stuff from what we came here, we met here, right? You create a car, you know, some dirt that you met here that was for free, but you claimed the land and the rights, and you know, it's yeah, right? So, and that's the next good thing about the Bible, right? This comes back to like why I think the Bible is a pretty cool book to read. It puts those perspectives in the head, right? Because it tells you, well, you know, God created these things, and then man starts to use these things. And then when you see how men act with one another, people like, you know, dude, you're born here with amnesia just like me. You don't know, you know, and you know, why are you holding me to this law or that law? You know, I mean, I understand there's some laws, okay, you know, because of sin, you know, you know, we don't, you know, we have to make sure people don't kill, steal, and cheat, you know, cheat and steal and kill people and, you know, and stuff like that. Of course, you know, the world is, not everybody's like overly rational, right? But this is a great part about the Bible. It talks about, in the end, things working out, right? Men being able to have a chance to control their own spirits and their own thoughts, and they could live forever. And man, that book is awesome. It's full of action, and it's life-changing. Why be angry at people if they read it and their life has changed? You know, maybe you're angry because you want to do it. I don't know, but I'm not angry if somebody reads Harry Potter or whatever. If you want to read that, it's all good to go. You know, if you want to live and pretend you're whatever, it's all good to go. You know. So, anyways, that's enough of that talk. Back to modeling. Back to modeling. You know, I ramble a lot, so forgive me. Let's go on. Let's go. Especially when I'm doing this kind of modeling. Okay, so you see how we have we model this stuff here. I think what I want to do is to come here and select all this. Right, so this is all the stuff we just model up in here. Yeah, and I just want to add it to this layer, right? So it's going to come over here and I'm going to add it, and that's how that's done. I'm just going to delete that. Alright, so everything is one layer. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run that snap command on here and make sure everything is snapped properly. But first I'm going to clear the selection. I'm going to go and select. Actually, not select. Yeah, select. Just come here and the polygon thing, select everything. I don't think you need necessarily to do this, but I'm going to do it. So you do that. I'm going to hit that snap. Woo! Did not like that. Let's see. Maybe it doesn't like the fact that symmetry is on. Let's turn that off. Okay, let's snap now. Oh, where is this snapping to? Anyways, I think that looks fine. Okay, so I give up pretty easy, right, guys? So okay, here we go. So this is right here, and I think that's fine. You know, it doesn't have to be all crazy straight and all that. I mean, we could go in and like straighten up all the edges and just go nuts on it, right? Let's do it. Let's go nuts on it. So let's come here and yeah. I shouldn't be like that. I should really try to like do it the right way. Okay. Let's come here and let's hide this. So we have the mesh here, right? This is a top view of it. And what I want wireframe, right? So let's go view backface culling. Yeah, wireframe. I can't remember if a cull backface will select. Yeah, it does select everything. So, so we have that selected, and what we're gonna do is gonna squeeze everything down on this axis. Okay. Yeah, and I could clear selection and select this back again here, and that selects all the vertices along that edge. Okay. And let's do this with these two. Okay. Yeah, around guys. If you guys chat, you know, we could talk about anything like movies, video games, art. Okay, here we go. We could chat about physics, you know, to some degree. You know, theoretical physics, I should say. And because it's kind of exciting. Physics is exciting too, but I like theoretical physics. Let's go here. Okay, so I think everything is straightened out here. Let's do the overlay. Okay. So we have this mesh, and I'm happy with that. This file, save. Okay, so the other one we gotta do this mesh here. Oh, is this mesh? I'm missing a mesh, guys. Oh no, it got deleted. Oh no. Oh man, this sucks. I had a mesh in here and it got deleted by accident. Let's check over my other files. I mean, you can always make this back in 3D Code pretty easily. I can't believe I did. I can't believe I did that. Let's go into the sculpt mode and take a closer look at what happened. Oh wait a minute, it's probably there. I'm in wireframe. Okay. Whew, that was close. To the wireframe mode. There you go. Okay, that would have been. Yeah, that would have sucked. Okay. All right. Okay, that's what I get for rambling. But okay, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, so what I could do with this, I could actually just kind of outline this and then extrude it. Yeah. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. Let's see. I think there's like, you could extrude like a vertex in here. See, extrude vertices. So I don't know, let me just select the vertex and see what happens here. Extrude vertices. No. No. Oh, is it like because it's vertex it has to be 2 instead of vertex? Yeah. I think that's what's going on. Yeah. Alright. It's fine. You could actually make, like Blender is like really cool at this stuff. Let's see this curve strokes thing here. Can we make a curves? Let's see what we got here. So I have different curves, right? Let's see what we could make with this. So this is a curve. I could just do that. And can this become a polygon? Okay. Okay, let's get rid of that. Am I supposed to... What does it do? Update? Delete curves and keep geometry. Yeah, that's weird. I thought I'm able to create geometry from that. Oh, so you do strokes here and you create enter to... Okay. Shit, yeah, it doesn't, it has to be over a thing. Oops, my bad. Yeah. Okay guys, so... Yeah, let's go. Let's create this thing here. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna hide this poly group. I'm gonna make a new one, and I'm gonna hide everything else. I actually think I may have to take these out of here. Ungroup them. So I'm hide that. Yeah, just hide these. Keep this. Alrighty. And actually, you see this light thing here? You don't have to worry about this. We're just gonna create this in a pretty simple way, right? So, let's do this. Let's check the symmetry. Let's turn that on. Let's check the symmetry on this. Let's see if we can get the other edge. Is this gonna go right through? Okay, let's check. Let's do the symmetry from bounds. Reset. Oop, yeah, so the bounds is all the way over there. So what I want to do, I want to pick. There we go. I just kind of average it, you know, see whatever it looks like to be in the middle. It's probably not the middle. Let's see if we can do a little bit better job than that. Let's take a look. And yeah, I could do something like this. Let's see that symmetry again. Let's pick from browns. Set. Z. Let's pick. Okay, there you go. Let's turn that grid off. Let's turn off the grid off. Oh, look at this. Okay. I see what's going on here. I need the definite middle of this thing, which will be right in here. Right there. Close enough. We can always fix it later. Okay, so it's gonna mirror all my poly modeling. So let's save this. Okay, let's go. We can stick in this isometric mode. I realize a lot of 3D programs like that. And I'm just taking my time. Oops. Yeah, so that will. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that wouldn't do it. Let's do this. Okay. Let's just make this huggish a little bit. So a lot of this stuff is just kind of robotic. Again, you know, if you ever work with this program, you know it could do things automatically. But I kind of want to control, you know, what I'm getting. So that's why they put these tools in here so you can do that. What kind of music is this I'm listening to? It's music where it's free. Like it's got some kind of Creative Commons. It's free to play, you know, not to use commercially, and yeah. Let's see what this looks like if I do this like this. I like the simplicity of chiptune music. And I think it's pretty cool, and the people who do it, you know, it's the simple things in life, you know. Oh, come on. Trying to get this exactly kind of like on the edge so I don't have to like go in and like tweak after. I mean, you could do that, but you know. Okay, didn't like that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this right here. He wants to keep quads, right? That's fine. You can go straighten this stuff out, whatever. Let's just save. Yeah, let's see what we could get here. You could always fix all this after, you know, it's kind of like halfway almost. Let's just merge this up, let's see what that looks like. Oops, my bad. Okay. Let's just zoom in a little bit more to get some more of this more detail. Sometimes I like to stay zoomed out because it kind of keeps me thinking about the overall picture, but sometimes you have to zoom in to make it easier for you to click on stuff. Okay, so we got some stuff here. Let's see if we can straighten up some more stuff. I'm gonna go select here. Yep, auto. Let's see that. Okay, there we go. Ah, so I'm watching. This looks like something happened here. Okay, that looks a lot better. I want to make sure that everything is like snug and snapped to some degree. That sounds like I think a game called is it Defender? Okay, let's do some tweaking. Let's see, there's a tweak folder here. Snap sharp edges. Brush. Oh, you're just taking a look here. Oh, move. Oh. Yeah, definitely want move up here. So let's edit this and put this up in our tools. Now select the move. Yeah. Stop editing. Save. Yeah. So far I was using another tool to move, but if there's a definite move tool, we want to use it. I should say I want to use it. Okay. And I'm just moving it around. Look, we're just going up. Anything that needs a little shifting around or moving, we're doing it. Okay, this is where we said we'll come back and we'll do some fixing, right? So let's do that. Yep, that auto. Ah, that's awesome. This move is awesome. It actually does welding also. That's great. Yeah, let's move this here and make this even more efficient. I could move this over here and weld it and make this even more efficient. Yep. Alright, so let's see if we could do some cutting. I wonder if it allows you to... Okay. Well, there's our add edge tool, so that's probably what we want to use. The only thing is, like, I don't know about this is how to unglue it after you make the edge. You know, all I know is like you hit escape and you do it again. Maybe that's the way, you know. Okay, let's even this out. We're using the move tool. So, okay. I'm just adjusting these things to make them feel a little more square. Although they have a seriously rounded edge, you know, you can capture all that, you know, in texture. Let's take a look at where we are here. Okay, this looks pretty cool. I couldn't believe that we actually did it, guys. So, okay. I'm just gonna save this. And I'm gonna apply the symmetry on this. And then we're gonna just button this up. So here we are, symmetry. And I'm just gonna hide this for now. So we have all that like that. And what we're gonna do is gonna button it up and apply symmetry. Mesh. Apply symmetry to current layer. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna turn symmetry up. We should have something like this. And I noticed there's a cap tool. Let's hit cap tool. See where this goes. Yeah, I think this is like doing like a cylindrical cap. Yeah, so we don't want this. Okay, let's get out of this snap tool, this cap tool. It's all good. Let's get into a wireframe view. Turn backface culling off. Oops, did we do something by accident there? Yep. Okay, let's go back and let's see if we could, I guess, merge these up together. So this is saying 2 clicks to me. Let's see. Oh, trapezoid, directional, parallel. Let's try parallel. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. I like that. What the other things they have? Direct. That's odd. 2-click method. Trapezoidal. Interesting. Let's stick with parallel. Actually, 2-click is. Let's just keep it like that. And then there's a snap force. Yeah, messing over the snap force. Ah, come on. There we go. And we could just do one half and we could just mirror the other half. It's all good. Okay, so let's call that part there done, and let's look straight ahead on it. And let's just delete what we don't want. So we don't necessarily want all these right here. Oh, let's go back again. Yeah, so let's delete that. Let's take a look. Look okay so far. Let's make sure that we have all these planes select. Okay, I thought there wasn't one underneath there. I think we have to make one underneath here. There we go. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So let's check out the symmetry on this guy. We don't want any Z symmetry, we just want symmetry that way. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's say symmetry current layer. Let's tune symmetry off. This should be okay. Okay, and let's do the same. Okay, got that there. We didn't need to apply the symmetry on that one actually. Let's just leave it. Yep. Okay. Take a look, and let's turn the meshes on, and let's come out of wireframe mode, use the backface culling. Okay, so it looked like we got everything all all meshed up properly. So, with that said, let's bake it. File. Save. So I'm going to merge these two because I want them to be kind of like all one. And then I can always separate them later. So what I want to do is select everything in here. Actually, I don't want to do that. Let's deselect, test selection. Select everything in here. And move them here. I guess get rid of this extra group. Let's just keep it simple. And this guy here, let's just move him in here. Now let's deselect. Yeah, that's a low poly mesh that we have. Let's just do it all more visible. Simplify. Okie dokie. So let's save. Alright, so let's go into this guy here. Let's hide the poly group. Put bracket. I'm just giving things some little names here. For the ceiling. Okay, just little names here. They don't have to be anything great, but you know, it helps to kind of know a little bit organized. Okay, so let's get to texturing. For me, I'm thinking that this this should be fine. Let's see what we get, guys. Let's turn off the symmetry. Let's just go right ahead. Take normals. Okay, so now we can get to see how the normals are going to intersect with the actual mesh. Let's take a look at that. See, I have a little weirdness going on right here. So I'm just going to press cancel on that. I'm just going to look at this real quick. Okay, get out of there. Okay, let's try that again. Select. Bake. Okay. So this is the outer shell. Let's check it. I think the outer shells could be like this. I think it's fine. Let's take a look, overall look. Yep. Could be like 2. And let's check the inner shell. I think the inner shell is fine. I think maybe we could go a little more inner. We don't see anything at all. Yeah, this could be like 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and bake this bad boy. Blender, okay, that is fine. Default, yep, set. Everything looks cool. Let's see what we get. And it's gonna try to bake it to look like what it looks like in here. So. Okay, let's go to paint. Let's finish baking. Let's hide this. That's what we got. It baked it pretty decently. And there's a little something right here where the mesh didn't drop low enough, but it's fine. Let's see if we can fix that a bit. Maybe local. Inside of Retopo, let's see what interesting we could do with these materials on here. Let's get rid of that paint object. Okay, we're gonna go into the sculpt. I'm just gonna take a look at some of these materials on this mesh here. The thing that's bothering me is, like, I think the walls look a little too white. These walls right here. Let's try the smart materials, see if this is gonna work for us. I think there's different things like dirt and stuff, so there's like dirt. Let's try dirt. It wants to generate some maps, so let's go let it do that. Spherical is fine. Let's disable the 4x. Into light rendering target into new layer. Okay, let's keep that like that. Separate paint objects. I don't know what that is. Separate paint objects. Let's just go with the default and see what we get. Okay guys, so I'm gonna call this a stream. I'm gonna come back a little bit later. I'm gonna probably come back like around 3-4 o'clock, or maybe earlier than that, and we can continue. We're gonna let 3D Code do its thing, and I'm gonna talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for listening to my rambles. Hey, check out the Bible. I think it's a pretty cool book. You know, you have your, and check out our game. And this is Nick signing out. It's been cool. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys, was able to, see how artists create assets for games and stuff. And I hope it's somewhat interesting. And it's kind of, give us some of your feedback, right? Give us some of your feedback and let us know what you think. I'll see you later. God bless. Have a great Saturday. Bye bye.